It's late. It's like, whoa, it's windy is what it is. It's Tuesday and it is like 1 o'clock out here in the garage. Whew, I woke up super late today. I was up super late last night. I was up crazy late. I ended up going to get a cheeseburger at like 3:30 in the morning because I didn't eat. Fucking things to deal with, talks to have, you know, things to sort out, people to remind that life is life. And then this morning I woke up super late, which was okay because Ernie was going to do all the inventory. Basically all of our stock, you know, $30,000 worth of clothing that we've purchased, all now has to be accounted for and moved into a warehouse to make sure we have our numbers correct, everything correct. So that's where Ernie is all morning, just kind of getting all that situated, working on Godzilla drop, which all ships by the 17th, printing right now. So every Godzilla order is going to be out the door by the 17th. It will be to you by Christmas, especially if you're domestic. Hopefully international, we make it. We're doing our best here. So yeah, Ernie's working on all that stuff all day. I had a bunch of craziness. I have to find a new accountant. My accountant fired me, I guess. I don't really know why. It's kind of weird, but I gotta go run some fucking weird ass errands, weird shit. It's just one of those busy business days. Like, there's not even time to really do anything else. So I think that's the updates. The print's sold out, like I said last night in the vlog in second. Really need a haircut. This beard is out of control. Like out of, there's a second print that's up for pre-order that is almost sold out as well. So if you do want the Mecha Godzilla print, I would order it now, because that pre-order closes, I'm sure, by tomorrow. Is there anything else? I don't think so. That's all you get. That's all you got. That's all I know. All right, I'm gonna go inside. The only other thing that's going on today is there's been a lot of talk on the internet about the UltraBOOST 19. I'm gonna go draw and do all this other shit that I do. I don't think we're actually gonna get into much. We'll talk about the UltraBOOST 19 and what I think, my initial thoughts. Can't really give you much because, as you guys know, I don't have it in my hands. I don't have it in my feet. Speculation. It's all just talk, so I don't know. But I will say what I think about it, considering I keep getting asked all day. I gotta organize this still today. At some point, got a lot to do. I don't know if this will happen today. Oh, Jesus. So what's going on today? Essentially, well, first and foremost, about the realm of shoes, there's the whole shipping of shoes. Nike, you guys are fucking it up really bad. They have literally just do it tape that is like stretched across now to tape the box shut, which is literally inviting people to steal. It's literally telling people to steal the boxes. This morning and all week, essentially, Twitter of people having their packages stolen off their porch. So Nike and Adidas and whoever the fuck else, I don't know why you guys are sending out packages with your branding on it. Does that really sell more shit? You know what I mean? Like, does the delivery people seeing the Just Do It tape? I drive down the street and I see someone with a Just Do It box on their porch. Is that enticing me to go and purchase a Nike product? Or is that enticing me to go steal it off their fucking porch? Like, use your fucking brains, people. What is wrong with you? This is the only thing anyone's talking about to me today. Is the UltraBOOST 2019. So it's what people are calling the UltraBOOST 5.0. They're calling it the 2019. UltraBOOST, as we know it, is going to change completely, I do believe. And I didn't really want to talk about this until we got the shoe in hand. But this flash drop that's coming on the 15th, I might as well just discuss it first. I don't really love this colorway, this first colorway that's coming. Not my favorite thing. It's kind of got EQT, like tips of the hat to the EQT kind of solar colorway. I don't really know what made them choose this color. Without having the shoe in my hand, I can't say anything definitively because I don't fucking know. I know that when things hit the internet, we all just sort of react. It's like what we do. And I want to believe that Adidas took a product and improved upon it, and that's why they put it out in a different way. And if you listen to Adidas, they have a video out that kind of explains what they did, where the UltraBOOST used to be made of 19, 18 parts, some team, and now it's been reduced down to 4, and the main 4 being the heel cup, the boost, the upper, and the torsion system, which is basically what the UltraBOOST is. Also very, very close to the Speed Factory, let's just be clear, because there's not a huge difference. Okay. That's not a huge difference from Speed Factory. The sole on the new UltraBOOST 2019 is Continental. At first when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, they took Continental off, but they didn't. I guess the clarification I never got is this Continental? Which I'm assuming it's not, because it doesn't say Continental on it. There's no heel cup here, and this cage is all fused onto the uppers. Like, they didn't really include the cage in their little, this is the important pieces. So the cage really isn't being that important, I guess. Begs the question why they even put that cage on there. But anyway, my main concern, these uppers are nice. Like, they're still like prime knit and knit. It doesn't have the same comfort as the UltraBOOST knit. Like, heel area is definitely like a lot stiffer. Fit on these is different. It's a nice fit. I still like this shoe, but it's definitely not the Ultra Boost. And the Boost is also different. Also, I have something on my shirt.
I don't know what it is, but it's on there. I think Omar slobbered on me.
But you know what I've learned is, here's a little tip for you for social media. Leave the things that people will drive people crazy, because people are perfectionists. And if you leave things like stains and crazy beards, people will comment. It's crazy. The PK is now called PK 360, which I think just means that it's going all the different directions, because it has the vertical lines. Then if you look down on the PK, that has lines that kind of come in all. I'm going to just take a guess, and is to have your foot move in all which directions with the least amount of resistance. Those vertical lines being on top, I do think is for stability, which creates those vertical lines, which people seem to not like. I think is a functional form. I really do believe that they're doing that on purpose. It serves a purpose. Adidas worked with runners all over the world, and that's the main thing with UltraBOOST that we just tend to forget as people who don't run. Like, I don't run any. Again, I only run my mouth in the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't run. Earn runs, but even still, like, even some runners don't love UltraBOOST. A lot of people are like, I'm a runner. I hated the UltraBOOST. So obviously, Adidas is looking to expand upon people who are like, I hate the UltraBOOST and I run. That's who they're looking to improve for. So they're trying to make it better for the people that actually use the shoe. You can sit here and call it trash all day long, but it's not for that. Consortium, you have different collabs that kind of fill those gaps. And that's probably where most of us are gonna fall in. Eventually put out a collab or some sort of iteration that has a different, that isn't so focused on just the performance of it. That's what we're drawn to. And we just have to admit that. We're drawn to the extra shit. It's not really the base model that we ever like until just a base model, some form of an anomaly, sells out, and then all of a sudden everybody's just like, oh, something that was just laying on the ground, people actually covet. That's just an experience that we are amazed by. It has nothing to do with the fucking product. It's just humans being silly. The Boost looks like it's completely changed. It looks, honestly, that this shoe looks like a mixture between the UltraBOOST ST and the UltraBOOST. It looks like a mixture between the UltraBOOST ST and Speed Factory. Are they don't even call them Speed Factory? What do they call the fucking shoes? Whatever. The Speed Factory shoes. If you look at the cage, it's more paneled. Very similar to the UltraBOOST ST. Definitely wider in this new version. Very paneled, and it looks like they made it out of like almost like as Gumby jelly as they can. I can see what they're doing as far as the performance, but the cage is my least favorite part of the shoe. Like, this new cage is too much. It looks like a fucking, it looks like a slit window shade. Looks like somebody pulled the window shade. I'm really, really hoping that there's versions of it that are non-caged, or it's just fused on, or just non-caged. Non-caged is fine with me. We're now calling heel framing, but also the new one, aside from the fact that obviously this new one is basically cut around here, it dips like this in the back as well. And UltraBOOST has a dip like that, but it's not quite as drastic. I don't think. Laser cut out, and it just sort of cradles around the back, completely different. It's like it's been super thin down in the back. So these are just the changes they made. It's obviously a very simple down shoe. It's very minimal. It's got nothing to it. And again, it's just really gonna be hard to know the difference between this and a Speed Factory shoe until you get them in hand, because the only thing that really seems too much different is the knit and the cage boost. Which brings me to the fact that this boost is just like, looks massive. It looks like it just has a fuck ton of boost on it. Like, fucking, yeah, like more boost than you can. It's a fucking boost embargo. That doesn't mean it's a boost. The Adidas press release intention of the UltraBOOST 2019 is this: we enlisted runners from all over the network to be a part of this process with one goal in mind: to create the most responsive, performance-driven version of the Adidas UltraBOOST possible. On this journey, we literally tore apart the old model and discovered new testing, manufacturing, and coloring methods to really change ourselves to reach our ambition. Nowhere in that does it say we set out to make the most hype shit. Motherfuckers could bop 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 at the boom boom. No, that was never said. And we've got to just understand, like, we love UltraBOOST for what we love it for. I love it for its comfort, sleekness, and if I gotta hit a 40-yard on a motherfucker. I mean, I love it for many reasons, but mostly it's comfort and the collabs. Like, that's just generally what it is. A lot of fucking people have been complaining that UltraBOOST just done the same thing. A lot of people complain UltraBOOST just keeps doing the same shit, man, blah blah blah, just like that. And they changed something up, like, God, they should have just fucking kept it the same. What the fuck are they doing? They re-released some of the old stuff and it's like, oh fuck, they re-released it, it's over, like, wow. And then they change it completely. People still don't, like, you gotta be careful what you wish for. This is why I became so obsessed with UltraBOOST and bought all these pairs. I lived through Nike SB, other shit like Nike Air 180, and Air Max when it didn't suck. where it was like really cool for a while, and then they fucked something up because they wanted to evolve it. And sometimes when you're evolving things, you can evolve past your goal. Like drawing is a great example. Like you can, or painting or art, whatever, you can overdo it producing music. You can overproduce a song. You can draw something that look really good, and then you sit down, you're really feeling how, like, it's like, oh man, this is the shit. And you keep working on it and you fuck it up. You kill all the energy. You could totally kill the energy by working on something for too long. And I'm not saying that about UltraBOOST. Like, I don't know. Like, I gotta get the shoe in my hand. I wanna like it. As my first glance at this, like, no, this is the fuck, oh shit. No, it's not. I'm not like, it also wasn't made with me in mind. That didn't happen. I'm not a runner. I'm not using it in performance. I just happen to like this shoe. We'll see how that pans out. Another thing that has to be noted is that, you know, from a company standpoint, Adidas has made a lot of changes. A lot of people don't work in the same departments. You can watch this video and see that some of these people weren't in Adidas running, as far as I can tell, even a few years ago. It just seems like a lot of people have moved around. That's a company, it sort of changes. It seems like Adidas works on things like class project type way. Again, I'm not saying that's good. I'm not saying that's bad. It just is what it is. I think that there's hits and that there's misses. But I do know this, is that none of this stuff existed 25 years ago. Say what you want to say. And maybe the new Jordan basketball shoes are the best new basketball technology ever. And I don't know. That's why I'm not going to speak of. The laser red colorway drops on December 15th. Flash drop. So I expect that to be really quick to try to build a little bit of hype. Adidas, straight up though, like seriously, send me I've never asked for anything free. Y'all really should send me a pair of these. Like there should be a pair here before the release. Give me the sauce, dog. Like just, I'm just gonna give my honest opinion regardless. So whether I spend my money to give it or y'all send the shoe, people are gonna hear about it anyway. You might as well just send me the fucking shoe early. Like let's go. Let's do this. Like let's cut the shit. Somebody. It's not about the money. It's just, I ain't got time for this. The global launch is February 21st. Also happens to be the day, that's the day I come home from Japan. Close to it. So maybe that'll build a little bit of hype. There's a couple, I haven't seen any colorways yet that I've been like, oh shit. Most of the colorways I've seen have been kind of like, okay. I feel like if you're gonna roll out a new shoe where people are kind of gonna be like, oh, I don't know, I would come with something just ridiculous so that people were like, oh, fuck, this is some shit I can't miss out on. I don't know, that's just me. Free game Adidas. But yeah, people asked for changes. We got changes. This is the first UltraBOOST without a TPU cage from what I could tell. Knit is changing. The shape is changing. I mean, everything changed. So the torsion system is different. Like every single fucking thing changed. So the people that said Adidas is just doing the same thing, y'all can't say that anymore. And as far as 1.0 and 2.0, 3, like no one cared. When it came out the first time, no one cared. That's why these 1.0s are gonna go already on sale, gonna stay on sale. Like they restocked creams and it went so fast that people are like, what the fuck? Like everyone just, we make all these comments real quick and then time catches up and then it's all like snap judgments, you know? People want me to just go ahead and say that they fucked this up and I just don't know yet. And I'll give it how I feel. You'll see, you'll know. Because if I start buying every pair, you're like, oh shit, Teddy's about this. I just don't know yet. I'm just waiting. I'm excited that there's at least something to be excited about experiencing again for the first time, because at least it's different. Maybe it'll feel awesome. Maybe there's a collab coming that's just gonna blow my dick off. I don't fucking know. I just hope. I hope, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's part of the game too. Like a couple years ago, I didn't have to buy any shoes for like years, because there was nothing interesting to me. And then when Boost happened, it's like all this shit happened. So if they go silly with it, then what? It saved me a bunch of money and I just gotta flex my old shit. Like, okay, that's cool with me. And it begs the question, if I don't think UltraBOOST 1.0 is gonna go away. I think they're gonna continuously drop 1.0, 2, 3, 4, the same versions that we get now, splitting UltraBOOST into two different lines. And you're gonna have like the fashion UltraBOOST, and then you're gonna have the performance lines. They're not stupid. They're not, just because they're not designing the new stuff with the collector. Yo, my fucking keyboard is melted. Just because they're not designing stuff with it. Yo, this is like a alien, like my own molded keyboard idea. If you like mold the plastics in the shape. I melted it. Dabs. I don't think they're just gonna kick the collector out of the picture, not understand that there's a whole culture that's been built around the UltraBOOST Boost shoes. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I don't think that they're gonna leave that out in the cold. I think that they're gonna serve that and they're gonna mix things in, mix things out. But I also don't think it's Adidas's like main focus. I think it realizes it has a market. They also have a much bigger market in performance, a much bigger market in sport. You know, shoe companies make most of their money just on regular ass shit. It's not the hype shit that makes them the money. But then that begs the question of all the old UltraBOOST stuff that people passed on. If we stop getting it on a regular basis and it's it's once or twice a year, 6 times a year that there's a cool model, Sortium, and all the general releases are something else. I wonder what happens to all the olds. I don't know. Interesting stuff. We'll see what happens. This is the little guideline drop that was put out. So New Year's drop, Sports Specialist, Fashion Week, Campaign, Fashion Exclusive, Consortium. So, you know, the next year they'll roll it out. But so by like February, March, we'll start seeing the Consortium stuff. I think some people are going to continue to hate them. Some people it'll grow on, and some people only buy shoes because they need to make a profit off of it, and their opinion on the shoe really is biased as fuck. And kind of, I hate to be rude. Well, I really don't hate to be rude, but sorry, but your opinion doesn't matter because you're buying it for a different reason. Just like, you know, our opinion on the aesthetics of it don't matter to the runner. Later. Peace.